Hi, this is Stephen Barrett from Irvine Community College. This is for CSIT 256, Computer Architecture and Assembly Language. This is going to end up being part 2 to the demo that was taking the demo from Chapter 3 and then rewriting it. What I had wanted to do, but I was just so long-winded, is I didn't get to the point where I wanted to do things a little bit differently. And specifically, it's just the writeChar. So in this demo, let me just run it again, just a reminder of where this is. In this demo, previously, I was using the writeString for displaying the slash. And so that date delimiter was defined as a string here, which means it could have been bigger than it is, because a whole string of characters, but that was used for the demo that I did here. So what I want to do instead is, instead of using the writeString, let me use instead the writeChar. So, let's do it this way. So move EAX. So writeChar requires that EAX has to have the value, and what I can actually just do is load it with just plain the actual character I want to display. So I'm going to load EAX with for display. And then instead of calling writeString, I'll call writeChar. And so I'm going to say display character in EAX. Well, first of all, I hope this compiles. Again, I'm talking and typing, which is really bad. Oh, and by the way, let's doing a little bit of comparison. Oh, by the way, it did work. Doing a little comparison to Java, a couple things. Java used double quotes for strings and single quotes for characters. Assembly, it doesn't matter. We can use single quotes for strings, double quotes for characters, as long as they're paired. Whatever we begin with, we need the same of the other on the other side. Do I want to? I have an idea. Okay, if we were in class, I would go off on a tangent, which is what I'm going to do right here. And I didn't plan this out, so this may be a disaster. Actually, if we were in class, I would hold up the book, and I would say, let's take a look at the ASCII table that's in the back of the book. And I could go and do that. Why don't I do that? Well, I got to get my act together. Okay, so if we were in the class, I would hold up the book. In the back of the book, one of the things that's there is the ASCII character reference. And, sorry, how do I close this? Oh, man. What a disaster. Oh, there you go. So in the back of the book, we'll get this right, is the ASCII table that shows all of the characters. Oh, here we go. And so the slash is right here. And one thing it shows over here is it shows the F, and then up here it shows 2. The other thing it shows over here is a 15. And then up here is a 32. So I can use either. Well, let's do that. We're going to use either. Let me load into EAX. Oh, let's hold on to this. Okay. Previously. Let me load an F2. Now, since it begins with a 0. If I do 0 F2 and then the H reference, this will load the hex F2 as the ASCII character. Okay, so if I did this right, and again I'm talking, oh, and no, I did it wrong. That gave me the greater than equal. Okay, is the chart off or am I looking? It's the F and the 2, so the greater and equal. Am I like way off the reservation here? Well, it also seems high anyway. That right. Oh, maybe I should follow the directions. I'm supposed to do the across first and then the down. It's not F2, it's 2F. By the way, is it too late for a refund? So I don't need the leading 0 if I do that. Still do need the H though. All right, let's try this. Oh, that's much better. So, sorry, I read the chart wrong. So F2, 2F, what's the difference? Whether it works or not. Okay, what I was trying to show here, but not well, is I used the ASCII character. Now, the other thing that I could have done, and this is where the order wouldn't have mattered, is that the 32 and the 15, if I add that, well, you know what? Okay, so let's do this as previously. Let's have the compiler do that math. So if I say move EAX, the 32 plus the 15, that's the decimal 32 plus the 15, and the idea is going to say load ASCII value into EAX. So again, if I did this right, boy, I'm really messing this up. I still have the slash. Okay. By the way, one of the things that was mentioned in chapter 3 is that for integer constants, we're allowed to use expressions. And so what happens is at compile time, and actually, if I were to look at the underlying LST file, demo chapter 5, let me go to demo chapter 5, and if I look at the underlying LST file, where I was doing there you go, there's the 2F that was being loaded. So this LST file is showing that it actually, on compile time, it actually then did the calculation of the value, and then that is what it is using here. Okay, I'm all over the place. What was the point? Was there another point I wanted to make? I'm trying to use the writeChar. I did the writeChar, and then I showed different ways. I loaded the character, I loaded the hex, I loaded the ASCII code. I think that's enough for this. Boy, is it too late for a refund?